Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with day 2 of LOAD, and I'm using my Scrap Backwards and How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, and certainly using up lots of my stash and going with the theme of getting grungy for Rediscover Your Stash. And I will tell you that the prompt today has to do, it's based on Kermit the Frog, and has to do with being green. So I'm doing a monochrome green layout with all the colors of green, and then this little accent of black and white here. And I'm going to save the photos till the end because I think you're going to be shocked about the photos. The other prompt, the story prompt, is to scrap about an event that brought people together. So I'm going to do that, and but I'm going to start here. And all of this came from my kit, which my kit reveal video is out today. It went live at 6 o'clock this morning. I'm filming this at 9, and I'll be posting all of this stuff around in between about 1,010,000 errands. So I pulled greens, no matter what color green, and I have this tray of embellishments that are green and where the sentiments might, make sense. So we'll see. I may not use all of them, but I'm going to use the same stencil that I used on yesterday's layout, but I'm going to use it a different way. I'm going to run it down this edge. I cut the 2 green and 1 white stripe off one end of the multicolor striped paper, and then I found a different color green on the other end of that paper. I have some green papers here that I don't know where they came from, scraps, and those are going to be my photo mats. So let's do this mixed media here. And unlike yesterday, this is on a very a background that will show all of the detail, and I'm doing it in a very different green. This is Shabby Shutters. It's a different green from the background, and I'm going to kind of placing it so that it runs off, and the strip is going to hide the other end of it. I love how that color shows up, and there's no particular reason for tropical leaves in the grand scheme of things, but I'm taking it for its color value, and that kind of shows that it's in 3 sections, but if I embellish properly, that won't be quite so obvious. So that's all I'm going to do there. Actually, I think I will do some splatters there with this fresh lime, and then I'll dry it with some paper towel so that I can scrap with it. And I just kind of went through my kit looking for anything green, anything that had green and no other color. Okay, so that took off a lot of the impact of the splatters. If I were to use a metallic, like this one, This is Heidi Swap Color Shine. The shine would stay on top and show even when I dry it. In fact, it shows up better when you dry it. And the other spray, even though the color largely came up on the paper towel, it's all water-based, so it reacted with the oxide ink. So that gave it a different kind of effect. So let's try this again. Okay, I like that. And you can kind of see the effect there. I like that. It's just a little bit of mixed media that adds a little bit of interest to the page. So let me get this placed. And it kind of works as just another stripe down the side of the page, and I was hoping that's what would happen. So I've put foam behind here and here because it's going to go across there. Excuse me. I'm going to do that across one of those divisions in the mixed media. I've got another one here that if I do something like a, a tag that comes out under, that will be perfect. In fact, I like that so well. No matter what else I do, I'm doing that. Okay, now I've got this. This is going to form, the black and white stripe's going to form a shelf for the photos. And my idea about the embellishments is that the things that are sort of like tags or labels with words on them, I'm going to line up kind of all the sentiments along this page, this stripe. And then I have others that are more organic shapes, florals and a paisley and stuff. And that, I thought, those could kind of go, make clusters, form clusters. For instance, this joyful tag can go here, and then I can maybe do a flare right there, and I've got some florally stuff that might work, so something like that, a variety of greens. So I'll just kind of put that back over there. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so now I'm going to place these without the photos. Like that. And this one will go over the shelf. And this one, I guess I'm this a little more that way. I can actually do that a little bit over the shelf, and this one a little bit over the shelf, and that one too. I just want them to look kind of organically placed, like they fell there in that position, not particularly planned, but with some difference in angles and heights. So maybe that one. I'm going to have to cut some off of this if I want a variation in height there. So just as I'm talking about it, I encounter something that's going to prevent it. So there at a slight angle. All right. Now, let's see. I have this floral, for example, and this can go, you know, kind of maybe like so. There, green on green. I love it. And this paisley also is kind of organic. And it could go maybe somewhere like that with a flare and some other stuff. But I kind of want the tail of the paisley to show. So maybe I do it like that and put that there. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's get the words lined up and down. So I've got this one that says good day. That's absolutely essential and perfect for the photos. And see, you don't know what those photos are yet. Okay, so that's good. That's a vellum piece. I'm going to then switch over to this piece that says beautiful. And it's in green. I'm actually going to put that on foam. It'll stand up and show better. It'll have shadows that make it stand out. And I'll use some of the smaller bits down there. And I know that tag kind of looks like it's orphaned out there, but I promise it'll all make sense at some point. Or it won't, and we won't care. Or I won't care. You might be yelling at the screen, but I won't care. Okay, I'm gonna kind of save that for something else. This says my favorite time of year. It's chipboard, so I'm gonna add some liquid adhesive. And it'll all become clear what my favorite time of year is at some point. Let's see. I'm gonna put this on a piece of foam, tape, and I like that because it's just a very different kind of green. It's similar to the green I used over here. And I have Filled with Sunshine, and this has gold, and I'm okay with that because that doesn't really count as a color, and it doesn't destroy my monochrome plans here. Okay, I've got this little bit that says a new chapter And I may put that right here. And I'll explain, or you'll see what that refers to when I pull out the photos. Okay, I've got this big word, laughter. That works right down there, again with some foam. There are some really nice sentiments here that I'm really going to try to use, and I'm clearly running out of space here, but and you're going to be shocked when I pull the pictures out because there's no green in them. There's one of the photos has some green in it. Okay, let's see. This says you are something magical, and I'm going to put that right there. Again, something that where the meaning might not be obvious at the moment. Okay, and I have some plain tabs without words on them. And those are going to get tucked in around the photos, but I'm going to have to put the photos on there. I have this bit right here that says grateful and blessed. It came from the home harvest, I forget what the home and hearth stickers, and maybe I can use it here. I may have that be the title, and then that can be kind of overhanging the, let's see, do I want the joyful here, or do I want it maybe here as part of a cluster with a flare? And I know this is the flare I was going to use up there, but that's possible. This could be the "You Make My Heart Happy," but that may not be, I may not need that. I like this "Life is in full bloom," and that makes sense with the subject matter. I've got this "Think Happy Thoughts," which might work. Well, let me commit to this. I'm going to put some foam back behind here. Let me get a piece that I can cut to size, just to lift that up a bit. There, and then I've got this. And that kind of overlaps there. I'm still looking for what I want to put there. I've got this thing that says hot stuff, and I don't necessarily need those words on there. So I'm going to kind of cluster it so that the words aren't important, but the color is. See how that would kind of work? That sort of works, but would I need a floral of some sort? And do I even have a floral? Let's see, in these sticker sheets, I have some green things. This says, today you, and think happy thoughts, and as of the moment, at the moment, they don't have a place. I've got this little green heart sticker there. There are some green leaf clusters. I guess that could work. Let's put the flare. I've got the flare there. I'm going to do the leaf cluster coming out from under the flare, and I'm going to have trouble getting that stem under there. There we go, and it's very subtle. But I think it works. I'd like another leaf cluster, but I'm almost going to have to cut it from around a flower, and that's okay with me. There we go, and that kind of comes over onto the stripe. All right, I've still got this guy, and I may end up not having a place for it. I have this little, it's a photo corner, but I'm going to use it as an arrow. It's chipboard, and it's from a Rosie Studio chipboard sheet, and I could not tell you what collection. Okay, so that's kind of tone on tone there, and I love the look. I have a green kind of sticker sheet here. I'm gonna use or sticker strip rather. I'm gonna use a little bit of it right here. I don't know if I'll use any more. We're almost getting to the point where I need to bring the pictures out, and I'm almost afraid to, because they're not color coordinated, shall we say. Let me kind of pull that up. I'm having trouble with this, and I apologize for the time it's taking. But I think a little bit of that combined with one of these guys that doesn't look good at all. I need a longer one of those. Maybe this one. Because I want to tuck it way up under there and have it just overlapping that. Okay, and clearly right there I have a smoosh of glue. I'm gonna put a very pale green enamel dot there, and I'll add a couple others, including a white one. Okay, so that's all right there. Let me go. I'm going to use this right there, and this one I think I'll use on the side here or down at the bottom. Let's do down at the bottom, and this is a really dark, nice green. Right there. And I'm going to add a little black heart sticker. Kind of like so. And at this floral, I have somewhere these leaves that I thought I'd add, but they don't necessarily, they're obviously too different. So let's see if I can, that's not too bad. They kind of look like little accents maybe, or maybe not. Maybe down here. I think I'll skip these. Not feeling those today. This Today You is germane to the photos, the story that's in the photos. And it was a day that was all about John. It was a celebration of his birthday at one of his favorite places, which was a baseball stadium. And we were all wearing Astros gear, which is not green. It's the opposite of green. Not exactly the opposite, but close enough. So, and where is this next flare gonna go? Kind of right in there. Okay, so we have the page put together. Now let's add the photos. Okay, this one has some green, so I think I'm going to put it in the middle. This one has no green, and this one has no green. So this, it doesn't look bad, actually. I don't hate it, or it doesn't frighten me as much as I once thought it would. Okay, let me put these things away, make sure I haven't forgotten anything that I intended to use. I think I'm okay without these, but I would like to use the Think Happy Thoughts, maybe right down here, and I won't lift it up on foam. We were there celebrating John, and it could have been, you know, I could have chosen, or any of us could have chosen to be all sad, but we enjoyed the game, and we enjoyed each other's company. This combination of photos has, I managed to get everybody who was there. And this is, that's Ava, James, and me. And then this is Nikki and Katie. And Nikki is Ava and Allie's mom. Allie wasn't able to be there. She's the only one of us who couldn't come. She was working. And this is Barrett and his girlfriend who stood in for Allie, I guess. Her name is Sky, and she's a sweetheart. It was the first time I'd ever really met her. And so I think I like it. I'm gonna go do some more. Let's see, I've got those enamel dots there. I'm gonna do some more over here. There I did 2 greens and a white. Here I'll do 2 whites and a little green. Kind of up close to it. Okay, so there's every color of green that I had in my stash. I don't know if that's every color of green, every shade of green that exists, but it's every shade that was in my stash. I'm still wanting to use these, and I'm maybe going to place them in around what I want to use as my title. It could be grateful and blessed. It could be joyful. It could be, yeah, my favorite time of year is baseball season because summer's coming and the boys of summer are out on the field. Grateful and blessed, certainly, to be surrounded by these wonderful people who knew that it might be a hard day for me. Think happy thoughts, certainly advisable. You are something magical, and the magic is that he was there with us. Let's see. Still, priceless memories might be the... Okay, I like that. So priceless memories it is for the title. Good day. You know, today was about John, and so there. Not gonna get mushy now or weepy now. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join in some or all of the fun in the groups that I'm playing along with today. Let me get some glue on here. This isn't gonna want to stick. There we go. I hope those are nailed down. If not, I'll take care of them later. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you tomorrow.